Hey, everybody, welcome in. So, there is a feeling of misalignment, right? Because it's like, yes, we have gone through a lot of changes in our life, right? We are thinking differently, we are moving in different directions, we have changed our behaviors, we have understood that we are so much more than just the physical body, right? But there is still something that is not quite on track yet. And yes, I do believe that we are never in a place where we should not be because we are still learning, right? It doesn't matter what path we choose, we will always be learning on that path. But this misalignment is more of rehashing something that had happened in our past. And I will give you an example of maybe a relationship that you had been in, right? Not having, wanting everything for this relationship and really seeing the other person, as someone you could spend the rest of your life with. Really putting in a lot of love and care into this relationship. And then actually finding out that, it wasn't what I thought it was, or this person was not who I thought they were. And so it's like we garnered all these energies of courage and perseverance and motivation and gaining our own self-worth, right? And self-love to actually move out of this relationship or this situation. And it took a lot of courage and perseverance for us to actually move out of that situation. But now what is happening, it's like that corpse, right? And this is probably, for me, it's just the best way of actually bringing this message across. It's like that corpse of the relationship or the situation. That situation is slowly dying. But it's like we are standing there and we are looking to see if something is going to happen. Whether that person was going to receive karma or that situation was going to balance itself out. And we are being called to not do that. Because it's like that rotting, the smell of that rotten situation or circumstance that happened to you in your life. It's like that smell is permeating around you. And that is why a lot of us are finding it difficult to actually step onto our new path. It's because we are standing there too long to see if something has changed. Whether something has changed for the other person or for the circumstance or situation that we had found ourselves in. We are really being called to leave it exactly where it is and to move forward. Because all it's doing is it is delaying your new journey. It is delaying you stepping into your new path, onto your new path. Because that in itself, if we are staying there too long and allowing the smell to permeate through us, it becomes like an obsession. And that is, yes, it is another part of our growth, but it is a part where we don't need to stand there for long. We need to realize that this is what is happening. And it can be something that has become routine. I can only ever, my wisdom can only ever come from myself, and I saw it in myself. Someone had really broken my heart, right? Metaphorically speaking, of course. And my routine was, I wanted to see whether kind of karma was going to, whether this person was actually going to receive karma. And so part of my routine was to actually watch tarot readings to see, what was actually happening in that person's life. But what it was creating in my life was stagnancy. And so we can only ever be responsible for our own choices and the need to take accountability for that. And so I realized that I was keeping myself stuck by doing this, because it took up a lot of my time, and it became an obsession. And I realized this, and I realized that I was actually surrounding myself in something that I had already overcome. But because I wanted to see whether what this person had done to me was affecting them, I was only keeping myself stuck. It wasn't affecting them, it was affecting me. And so I think that today's message is actually so important for all of us, because sometimes this is something we don't realize that we are actually doing. And we might think to ourselves, wow, how come my life isn't moving forward? But it's because we're holding ourselves in that place. Every thought, every word we've ever spoken is held in the Akashic field. And it's like the Akashic field has opened up for us now. And there's Horus energy that is coming through as well. For protection, for loyalty, for trust, safety. And with the Akashic field that is opening for us now, it's like we have the chance. This is such powerful energy, and we need to make use of it. Step into it, because it will help to propel us forward in the direction that we want to go. But first, we need to leave the past completely behind and not stand there at that rotting situation and permeating our own energy with that dying smell. You are very much protected here as you journey forward. Yes, paths are unknown, but they are good ones. They are positive ones. And I think a lot of this, well, for me, it was actually being afraid of stepping out. Holding on to the old was like holding on to what I had known all my life. The behaviors, the kind of people, the kind of situations. It was like a comfort zone. But change is here. And it's like we are still standing right there at that threshold. And it does take courage. It does take courage for change. For us to want change, it takes courage. change. And so for balance to eventually come back into our lives, we need to take that step and really leave behind what no longer is for us, because we have changed. And it's like really seeing that situation, see it as a pile of rubbish burning away. And even though it's still burning, that last embers of that situation or circumstance or relationship, whatever it was for you, see it as a pile of dirt. And see those embers still flickering away, and you deciding, you set your intention right there, that even though I didn't get any closure, I am going to leave it right there. I am going to stand in my power, and I'm going to walk away into my new beginning, into my new life. So I hope that this has brought you some clarity and that it has helped you in some way. I am sending you all so much love and light and peace. And until next time, namaste.